As 2,805 Blackhawks pulled into the parking lot off Blackhawk Way on Thursday, August 28th, they knew the 20-year traditions that La Quinta High School is known for would continue to be the foundation of the school, strong academics, and superior athletics. Each student who passed through the front gates were welcomed by what would be the Student Council's focus for the year, school spirit. The cheerleaders lined the quad, welcoming each and every Blackhawk as the Blackhawk Brigade circled the clock tower, filling the campus with the sounds of spirit. As soon as I walked onto the campus, everything was just different. The band playing music at the gates to greet all the new and returning students was awesome, and the backdrop of the new classrooms, culinary, medical health academy, and public service academy buildings only showed us that this was a new year. On the second day of school, students reported to the gym during their fourth period class to enjoy the new tradition of a welcome back rally. The gym was filled with school colors, and as the students found their seats in the newly designated class sections, the seniors were excited to see a special section just for them, in white chairs on the basketball court. Around the gym were signs in support of ALS, and 10 kiddie pools near the senior section piqued everyone's interest. The rally began with the cheerleaders teaching several school chants, followed by a class competition of who could cheer the loudest. With the seniors on their feet calling out the words to Navy Pride, 10 brave Blackhawks stepped into the kiddie pools. Principal Rebecca Cook, Assistant Principal Sean Webb, Activities Director Marcy Herrera, all 6 counselors, and ASB President Brittany Ciordia. Standing next to them were varsity football players holding buckets of ice-cold water. Rally MC Allie Jenkins began by explaining what the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge was, and that these amazing people had donated a total of $1,000 to the charity. With the whole gym counting down, 3, 2, 1, the ice-cold water was dumped onto the willing participants. As the sun rose over the Blackhawk football stadium, 695 seniors welcomed the start of their last year as LQHS students. Mrs. Bickford spoke to the seniors about the exciting year ahead and the first steps to college, career, and the future. ASB President Brittany Ciordia reminded her classmates that they were about to share the last moments of their journey together, but that the memories would bind them together forever. State Superintendent of Public Instruction Tom Torlikson stopped by to visit LQHS on September 5th. His purpose was to meet community leaders in an education setting while also touring the specialized academic opportunities at LQHS, specifically culinary arts, public service, and health academy. He praised the school facilities, the student work, and of course the cookies. As September came to an end, the students were settling into their routines as it was time to check out the 70 diverse clubs available, such as GSA, Young Republicans, and NECHA. One of our clubs, the Environmental Club, has been busy around campus as they began preparing garden beds for a community garden by removing the decomposed granite, adding mulch, and adding irrigation. They also were able to attend the Desert EYE conference to develop leadership skills, which led them to begin a battery recycling program and a community service project to clean up a section of Sky Valley. Calculus teacher Mr. O'Grady, along with former middle school robotics competitors and calculus students, have decided to start a robotics club on campus. This co-ed team will be participating in a regional competition on May 2nd, where they will be building and programming robots to perform tasks. On October 15th, we held a health and wellness fair in partnership with the La Quinta Resort to bring awareness for the American Diabetes Association. We worked with area schools John Glenn Middle School and Amelia Earhart Elementary and local business partners to host over 200 people in attendance. Over 15 local businesses provided activities, seminars, gift certificates, and much more. Students interested in wrestling had the chance to climb the ropes in the wrestling room and learn a few moves. Our tough guys and gals taught dance moves in the courtyard, while Zumba dancing took place in a nearby classroom. Even the district's public information officer, Mary Perry, joined in the fun. Yoga was introduced, blood pressure was taken by the Health Academy students, healthy food tasted in the culinary arts, and Principal Cook showed us all how to do push-ups. On October 21st, 969 students, a third of our student population, filled the gym for the Academic Awards Assembly. This assembly was a way to celebrate all the hard work and dedication these students put into academics. They received a breakfast provided by PTO and an illusionist performance as entertainment. We also celebrate academics by inviting those students who earn a 3.5 or higher at the end of the first semester on a trip to Knott's Berry Farm. This year, 831 students qualified for the trip. Although we do not have state testing scores to report to you from last year, we are proud to say that the LQHS sophomores did very well in the CASI test. 710 were tested with an overall pass rate of 92%. That is 5% higher than the next closest school. Proficiency rates went through the roof with 80% in math and 72% in English language. Based on the 2014 CASI results, La Quinta High School was the #1 school in Riverside County. On October 31st, our varsity football team welcomed back alumni to our haunted homecoming as we played Xavier Prep. With the stadium packed with fans all dressed in black, ASB took the track at halftime presenting the class floats and the nominees for Homecoming King and Queen. As the winners were announced, Queen Taylor Franco and King Julio Nogues, the birdcage threw orange powder into the air. The night ended with us beating Xavier. During the fall, we watched our varsity football team win DVL, keep the flag, and make it all the way to CIF semifinals. Girls cross country won DVL for the 7th time and were undefeated the last 2 years. At this year's World Quest competition, we took 2nd place, losing the competition by a single point. The Blackhawk team members Shivam Patel, Walter Vong, Aditya Parvatharjam, Diego Valdez, and Jensen Rowe each won a $200 scholarship. Our winter athletics earned 3 DVL championships and 5 teams moved on to CIF. Boys basketball became DVL champs for the first time in school history. Girls soccer are the DVL champs for the 2nd year in a row, and boys soccer are also moving on to CIF after clinching the DVL title. Girls water polo and wrestling also moved on to CIF. The Blackhawk Wind Ensemble will be performing in the National Concert Band and Orchestra Festival at Carnegie Hall on March 30th, after being asked to send in an audition tape. Once selected, the students were given the task of raising the needed funds to get to New York. They were able to raise close to $30,000, which is about half the cost to take all the students participating. The students played at supermarkets on the weekends in their tuxedos in groups of 2 to 3 to seek donations from passerbys, and have also had tremendous support from Robert Rady and the City of La Quinta in promoting the cause and getting exposure through the city's contacts. This year, we had 6 athletes signed for colleges for athletics. Charles Hayes will be playing football at UC Davis, Anne-Marie Magnus will be playing volleyball at Kenyon College, Julianne Navarro will be playing volleyball at Cal State East Bay, Eileen Galicia will be playing soccer at New Mexico State, Kelly Finan will play softball at Long Beach State, and Caitlin Ellis will play golf at Fresno State. Our Culinary Arts Academy has been very busy this year. They began a Blackhawk Showdown competition where local chefs compete against one another with the help of our students in a Chopped-like atmosphere. The students hosted an evening for local wedding and event planners called Wedding Warriors, and as always, prepared snacks for the homecoming and winter ball school dances. The culinary students also planned and hosted a dinner for the superintendent and potential school business partners, which has led to many new partnerships, including the La Quinta Resort, the La Quinta Museum, and Sherman's Deli. With the help of our local partners, the culinary students have fundraised over $15,000 and donated $5,000 to local charities such as Relay for Life. One of those fundraisers included the Pro Start competition team being auctioned off at the annual Chef's Auction at the Ritz-Carlton. After 21 years, La Quinta High School not only meets the challenges of today's changing academic world, but takes it head-on by surpassing the expectations.